Almost all leaders in the industry have less than 20 people that they've built their business on. I in the last company had 16. I went through 68 to find 16 because of a technique we call driving the lines. Now others just keep recruiting wide, put 2, 3, 400 people on and catch their 12 to 20 people that they're going to work with. But it doesn't take many. It takes a couple good people to build a successful business. And you want to be able to get those people involved by using a technique called driving the line. And this is one of the many, many ways of building the business, which we've detailed during the training. When you sponsor someone, you have to realize that by working vertically, you can have an endless referral system of leads through depth. Well, let me explain what that means. In direct sales, you go wide. You keep getting accounts, 100 accounts, 200 accounts, 500 accounts, and more. And you're servicing all those accounts. In this business, you can build vertically and with much less people and still have the same financial results. So I would advise you to build width and depth at the same time. We call it compression. In the example that you have, we have you up top. And notice that you work with Bob. Now, Bob, you sign in to any of the ways that you found Bob. We teach over 40 ways of doing the business, 20 different markets. But you get Bob involved. Then Bob suggests that Mary might be interested in the product or the opportunity. And of course, you work vertically through Bob to find Mary. If Mary's interested, you sign Mary in under Bob. You don't let Bob sign Mary up. He just signed in that night. He doesn't know what he's doing yet. So you have to three-way in or do webinars or any of the techniques that we teach and driving the lines to find people, and you place them under Bob. And then you work through Mary to find Alex, either on the product or opportunity. Everyone knows somebody that could benefit from the products. Everyone knows somebody that could use the extra income. So when you learn this technique, you will have an endless referral system of leads through depth once you learn how to be efficient in driving the lines. Now, I'm only showing you one line, but if Bob gave you 5 people, Bob across would have 5 new lines that you can drive. And that's just from one person. So let's go and show this vertically how it works. If you look at the chart, Mary introduces to Alex. Alex is signed in. You sign Alex then under Mary. Alex discovers Jada. Jada signs in. You sign Jada in under Alex. And then Jada finds Scott. And you find Scott in under Jada. You keep driving the line vertically because it's endless. A good person in the industry of cross-platform marketing will go down 3 or 4 generations or 3 or 4 levels just in a week on the phone. But you can drive the lines through many techniques, and you do it till you find the gold distributor in our business. You work, then you put all your attention towards Scott. Now, Jada, Alex, Mary, Bob could be better than Scott, but they're not doing it. They're all talk, no action. And it forces the up motivation. I then zero in on Scott. Even though I know Jada, Alex, Mary, and Bob could be better than Scott, Scott is actually doing it. And I get a phenomenon called up motivation. And up motivation is 3 ways to motivate people: fear, incentive, money. I just put fear, incentive, money in Jada, Alex, Mary, and Bob's business. This isn't one of those pyramid deals. Whoever gets involved first makes all the money. Everyone makes the same percentages. Whoever creates the largest volume in their pay structure makes the most money. And so you can sign somebody up that can make 50 times more than you. And that's the way it should be. If they work harder than you, they should be able to make more money than you. And they can in this program. So the 3 ways to motivate people are fear, incentive, money. You did all 3 by working with Scott. And then you contact Jada, Alex, and Mary, and Bob. You say, you know what's going on in your group? You better get going. And so this is what happens. And this technique is so efficient. And you can use many techniques to drive it. You can open the door through a 3-way. You can do it on a webinar. You can do it on speakerphone conferencing. You can drive the line 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, DVD pass out. You can drive the line through business card pass out. You can drive the line through flyers, classified ads, all kinds of ways that we teach you on what to say and how to do it and where to find leads. You can drive the line. This technique is so effective that once you learn how to do it, you will never run out of leads because everyone knows somebody that could benefit. So in this scenario, I'm going to work with Scott. And the object of it is to drive the line vertically till you find a gold distributor. In this plan, 3 gold distributors, as we go through the explosive stage of momentum, will secure your line so it self-duplicates without you. So we teach everyone to first get 1 leader with an executive in the line, could be the first person to the 20th, that gold, I'm talking about gold leader, and then go back and secure that line by working with the gold leader, Scott in this case, to find 3 others. Now I would hope in this scenario that Mary would become a gold too, or maybe 2. Maybe if Mary and Alex did, Mary, Alex, and Scott, then there's your 3 gold distributors. But you want to drive the line. This technique is derived from an old oak tree. And this is, the story is about an old oak tree. And the oak trees live for hundreds of years, thousands of years in some cases. They're the strongest tree, they're the tallest tree, they live forever. Why? Because underneath that tree, in the ground, there's over 100 roots. But there's only one root that's a tap root. The tap root goes really deep down to the water table. And even when there's a drought above, it feeds life to that tree. By driving the line and finding the gold leader down, you will drive, motivate that, and feed life to your organization. It's that fear and the fear of losing. It's the money that you're putting in their business that make them build the business. So some people are self-aware and make things happen. Others need to be a little motivated, and this technique certainly does it. The object in our plan is to eventually find 12 lines, 12 people that you personally sponsored, and find 3 goals in each of them to secure it. But right now, we need you to learn how to drive these lines vertically. What does it do? It does several things. Here are the benefits of driving the line. You have a new distributor in action immediately. You eliminate potential stumbling blocks. You dramatically improve success rate. Your potential to earn money is much faster. It's very duplicatable. It provides structure and strategy, and it promotes teamwork. So go down and find the anchor in the line, or the taproot, anchor or locker as we call it in the business, Scott in this scenario, and work to find up motivation. Now, how do you get people? We're going to teach you in the training all the different ways, but to do this, I personally like one-on-one. It's the highest conversion ratio. We do a lot of webinars and in-homes. We do in-office. We also do, for those that want to do it, we build through the internet. We do a lot of things building through the internet. We have many techniques of driving the line. So we're going to teach you all of that, how to do it. But most importantly, this will really be efficient once you learn to be good at it. Remember, there's a 7-step duplication process. The first is getting a person's goals. The second is contacts, and this is a way to get contacts. Now, if Bob is interested, if Bob wants to drive the line with you, you do it 3-way, and you say, Mary, Bob just makes introductions. Mary, I have an associate on the line that's working with me or on a webinar. I just want you to hear him out. He's only going to ask you one question. Hi, Mary. This is Jerry. Mary said that Bob said you were an open-minded entrepreneur. Just want to ask you one question. If I could show you a way to have another income stream that didn't jeopardize what you're currently doing, would you at least take a look at it? If she says yes, I then go further and set up the appointment. If she says no, I said, do you know anyone who's looking? That's it. Or I could convert it to a customer. So you can learn how to drive the lines and have endless referral system. 2 of the power lines, we're going to teach you tons of them, but are another way of saying it is, Mary, who do you know, Bob, who do you know that's really busy, doesn't have a second in the day, is stressed to the max, but is open-minded to have another income stream if it didn't jeopardize what you're currently doing? In other words, didn't take a lot of your time. I really need a favor. Who can you give me? And now you're going to find out if Bob's interested. He's going to say to you, well, what about me? And then you say, I didn't know whether the timing's right for you. This is a big business. When can we sit down or do a webinar and talk? So you can do that. If you're interested in a customer, you sell the benefits. Gee, I really need a favor. Who do you know that has this, and this, and needs some help? And you say all the benefits of the products. And they usually say, I have 3 or 4 of those. I have stomach issues. I can't sleep at night. I need energy in the afternoon. All these different things. I have cold hands. All kinds of things that have to do with memory. All the different things that we have in our program. You sell the benefit and say, I really need a favor. Who can you give me? And they usually say, I have 2 or 3 of them. And that's how you know you had a customer without asking them direct. So we teach you many ways. Another power line you can use is I'm in the area. I'm I'm a national trainer for an international company. We're just coming into the area. I'm looking for someone who is interested in having another income stream and work from home, working their own hours. I really need a favor. Who do you know? Who can you give me? And so that's how you find out whether they're going to say, what about me? And then you say, yeah, this is big business. I need to sit down and set up a private one-on-one or a webinar with you. So we have webinars going on all day. Every week. We have all kinds of trainings going on. Please talk to the person who gave you the information, got you signed in to do it. So the first step in the 7-step duplication process is goals. You have to make your goals. You have to have contacts. And we give you so many ways of having contacts, online and off. You have to invite. And we have simple power lines to invite people. You'll see them in the training section. We present. We make a simple presentation. You don't have to present. Although we have a flip chart, you just flip and read. You can just present by giving any of the tools that we mentioned in our training. You can just pass them on to a DVD or a video. Link them up to a video and do it. Follow-up is extremely important. Getting started and teamwork is the 7th. So the 7-step process is goals, contacts, invite, present, follow-up, getting started, and teamwork. You know what the hardest thing is? Inviting, because if you don't invite, you can't present, follow up, get started, or have teamwork. It's nice to set a goal. It's nice to make a list of things that you want to, or any of the techniques, 40 techniques we do. But if you don't open your mouth and talk to anyone, either online or off, you can't go to the next steps. So that's extremely important. What are the 6 fundamentals of success? What you need to know, you really need to know, is you do the magic of doing. Doing, not talking about it, but doing it. And that's extremely important. And you have to do that immediately. I can't tell you how important that is, but you've got to start right away and do it. Next is when everything is falling apart, life gets in the way, don't quit. Don't stop on your dreams. Next is always be positive. Next is treat people as you'd like to be treated. Next is give your efforts time to compound. This isn't one of those get-rich-quick schemes. It's a business you have to build and work with. Oh, some of you will come out of the gates really making a lot of money fast. But you know what? It takes time to build a business. And next, the last one, fundamental of success, is never give up on your dream. People have stopped dreaming, and they just don't do it. So it's really simple. You make contacts. You get them interested. You make appointments. You make presentations. We have tools that do that. You close. You ask for a decision. Are you interested in becoming a distributor and making some extra money, or would you like to become a customer? That's it. I don't know why 66% of people never close. Why would you do the presentation if you're not going to ask for a decision? It's simple. And then you repeat the cycle. It's not really complicated. You just have to do it. And there's no reason why you can't. Risk more than others think is safe. Care more than others think is wise. Dream more than others think is practical. Expect more than others think is possible. Go for your dreams. Today's a new day, you know. Your tomorrows will be as bright as you want them to make them. There's no reason to carry the darkness of the past with you into today. Today is a wonderful new experience full of every possibility to make your life exactly what you want it to be. Today is the beginning of a new happiness, new directions, and new relationships. Today is the day to remind yourself that you possess the power and the strength you need to bring contentment, love, joy, and success into your life. Today is the day to move forward toward your bright tomorrow. Good luck.